hate to come with more bad news, but I'm sure by now you've heard that the verdict in the Diddy trial has come in, folks. And y'all, Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love Combs was acquitted of the racketeering and sex trafficking charges and found guilty of the two lesser charges of transportation of former girlfriends for prostitution. So the major charges, the racketeering, he had one charge. He had two charges of sex trafficking and two charges of transportation. And the racketeering, the two charges of sex trafficking, the charge for Cassie and the charge for Jane Doe, his other ex-girlfriend who he was also allegedly trafficking, those charges, he was found not guilty. But he was found guilty of transportation for the purpose of prostitution. I don't really know how that works, but hey, I wasn't in the jury, okay? Y'all, after the verdict, Sean Combs' lawyers asked the judge to release him. The judge denied releasing him, and he has to stay in jail until his sentencing hearing, which is going to be happening in October, in the fall of this year. So he will be in jail at least for the next few months until his sentencing. Each of the charges that he was found guilty on have a maximum sentence of 10 years. So he potentially can get up to 20 years in jail. He was not released, not only because, you know, he still has sentencing, but because the judge felt like he was a danger to the community. And after hearing the details in this trial, I tend to agree. Okay, this motherfucker got a list of motherfuckers terrified behind him. And I think they should be. I think they should be based on the details that we learned from this trial. So one of the things that ate me up so much about this verdict is the fact that these jurors heard some of these details and they walked away and said, you know, I can maybe give you the racketeering charge. I can maybe give that to you and be like, okay, you know, okay, maybe they couldn't prove that it was a whole entire enterprise that he was running. But the trafficking charges, what really stuck out to me when I heard that he was not convicted on the trafficking charges, I was brought back to the closing arguments of the prosecution. And I'm going to read some of the closing arguments from the prosecution because I really found it hard that people could hear these details. And I, you know, obviously I wasn't in there. I was in the trial. Like there's always so much more to the picture, but just these details to me, it was like really hard for me to understand how people could walk away from that and say that neither of these women were trafficked.